You've probably been told that multitasking makes you more efficient, that you can reply to emails, scroll social media, and work on your project all at once. But here's the truth. Multitasking doesn't make you smarter or faster. In fact, studies show it can lower your IQ by as much as 15 points. That's the same drop you'd get from pulling an all-nighter. Instead of boosting productivity, multitasking trains your brain to constantly switch focus, wasting energy and time. And the scary part? This constant switching doesn't just make you less effective today, it reshapes your brain, making it harder to concentrate in the future. In this video, we'll explore why multitasking destroys your brain, what really happens inside your mind when you try to juggle too many tasks, and how you can break free from this mental trap. When you think you're multitasking, your brain isn't actually doing two things at once. Instead, it's rapidly switching between tasks, a process called task switching. Every time you shift from one activity to another, your brain's prefrontal cortex has to stop, refocus, and then restart. That switch may only take a fraction of a second, but when you multiply it by hundreds of switches in a single day, it adds up to hours of lost productivity. Worse still, this constant shifting drains glucose and oxygen from the brain, the very fuel you need to think clearly. That's why multitasking makes you feel mentally exhausted even after doing less. Your brain is burning energy on the act of switching, not on completing the task itself. The damage of multitasking goes far beyond lost time. Research shows it weakens your short-term memory, the mental notepad you rely on to hold information. That's why you often forget what you were doing just seconds after switching tasks. It also destroys deep focus. Every distraction forces your brain to reset, and it can take up to 20 minutes to fully regain concentration after an interruption. And then there's the stress factor. Multitasking keeps your brain in a constant state of alert, pumping stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, that doesn't just hurt your productivity, it wears down your mental health. So when you juggle tasks, you're not just getting less done, you're training your brain to be forgetful, unfocused, and more anxious. The most dangerous cost of multitasking is how it reshapes your brain over time. Your brain is plastic, meaning it changes based on how you use it. When you constantly jump between tasks, you strengthen the neural pathways for distraction and weaken the ones for focus. Over months and years, this can rewire your brain to crave interruptions. That's why even when you want to concentrate, your mind wanders to check your phone, emails, or social media. In fact, brain scans show that heavy multitaskers have reduced gray matter in areas linked to attention and emotional control. In other words, multitasking doesn't just hurt you in the moment. It's physically changing your brain for the worse. The good news is, you can retrain your brain. The same neuroplasticity that wires you for distraction can also rebuild your ability to focus. Start by practicing single tasking. Choose one important task, set a timer for 25 minutes, and block out every distraction. This trains your brain to enter a flow state. Second, create friction for interruptions. Put your phone in another room, turn off notifications, and batch check emails instead of reacting instantly. Finally, give your brain recovery time. Sleep, meditation, and even short walks help reset your attention circuits. If you consistently apply these habits, your brain will strengthen its focus pathways again. Multitasking doesn't have to destroy you. You can take control and rebuild sharper focus than ever before.